Hello guys and welcome to the O Show. After a little time away we have returned. Unfortunately Ollie can't commit anymore after doing such a fantastic job, but work means he can't do it, so you'll have to put up with me unfortunately. In this week's episode we'll sit down with Joby Mackinoff, we'll have a little bit of fun with James Dayton and Craig Clay, but first let's go and see what the lads are doing in training. They're not here so we need to take off. Let's go. Ken, always a pleasure to have you in London.
Absolutely.
What are your plans while you're here?
Just a couple of different things, a couple of events at the club, and then a game this weekend. And my wife and I will take in a few sites, and we'll also have dinner with friends that we have here in London. So it'll be great.
Superb. I mean, unusually, it's gorgeous weather today. It's been horrible of late. Have you brought it with you?
No. Well, I don't know which I brought. I don't know if I brought yesterday or today. Hopefully, we'll get a little bit of a reprise from all the rain. The pitch will firm up a little bit this weekend, and I think it'll be good.
Training in Loughton today ahead of our game with Cambridge. Are you excited for that one?
Yeah, I always enjoy coming to training. Try to do it on the Friday mornings when I'm in town. It's always a good time. I enjoy interacting with the players and the coaches and the staff, and just having a good time. We're lucky that we have a lot of different facilities that we can train on, and so we can move from our training pitch, which is completely waterlogged, here to a 3G or a 4G or wherever we need to go. So very lucky, yeah.
6 home games unbeaten. We'll be looking to make that 7 tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. Cambridge is a great club. Of course, we know a lot about them. There's a lot of history between the clubs, and they've been doing very well this year, deservedly so. They played very well, but I think we're coming into our own, and I think it should be a really good match on Saturday.
Perfect. I assume you'd much rather be here in the flesh than have to watch it on the live stream.
Well, I tend to, for me, it's early in the morning, and then, but yeah, I would always much rather be in the stadium and be with the fans, enjoy talking to them before and after the match, and just the feel of the game is so much different live than it is on stream. I would always rather be in the stadium, no doubt.
Lovely, Ken. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, always good.
What a superb training session there with the lads, and it's always nice to see Ken T. Now let's bring it back to the training ground and catch up with Joby Mackinoff. A few of you eagle-eyed viewers will have noticed he was out there on the training pitch, but let's catch up with him in regards to that serious injury he's been carrying this year and his road to recovery. Joby, thank you for joining us. Today we really want to sit and focus on your injury and what a stressful year it must have been for yourself. So just talk us through, I suppose, when you first got the injury and how the first steps towards dealing with it.
Yeah, it's been quite a frustrating time. From a personal point of view, I've never really had a long injury. It's always been a matter of worst case, probably 3-4 weeks, and then back at it. So obviously started the end of last year, or sort of February, sort of March time. Obviously developed the groin issue, and obviously with the situation we were in terms of trying to get promoted, it was a matter of just getting patched up as best I could at that point. A few injections to just keep me going really, and keep me getting on the pitch to help get us over the line. So at that point, you're not really looking past what we wanted to achieve last year. Of course, you understand there could be some implications down the road, but again, it was all about just getting out of the league and getting promoted. So it's certainly something I was fully prepared to do and happy to do at the time. And so it's again, going back to last year, we were hoping that once the season finished, a bit of downtime, be able to rest and rehab it without any surgical route. So I had the whole summer off, basically just doing exactly that. Put my feet up, did obviously the work I could do without aggravating it. Came back in obviously for pre-season, but it just hadn't improved enough to really get myself going again. So obviously went down the route of the first operation, which was trying to help resolve the issues that I had centrally. So it was basically above the central groin region. So basically every time I struck a ball, crossed the ball, it was obviously very painful. So sprinting and pushing off, changing direction was quite difficult. So I got quite a bit of relief from that. That's when I sort of got back training to a point. Obviously did a bit of rehab and joined in with the guys and generally felt I was making improvements. And then we had a week where we had a real tough week really, and unfortunately from that point of view everything just flared up again. At that point it was more the issue with my adductor, which is obviously the muscle that goes up from your leg into your groin region, and that's been the difficult part. It hasn't necessarily been one particular thing. If you do your knee or your ankle, you know exactly what it is, but it's quite a complex region of your body. So again, that's been difficult to pinpoint exactly what it was. But the first operation for me helped identify that was an issue a bit lower down. And then once that flared up, we had that looked at, and then it became apparent that the adductor tendon had basically come away from the bone, which had probably been giving me issues as well as the upper issues that I had. So it was just a matter of having to get that sorted out really. I couldn't really do anything without that really flaring up. So that was the big operation that I had in November, which I'll be honest was probably more of a long-term for my own personal well-being at that point in time. I mean, I couldn't get out of bed without being stiff, being sore, couldn't kick about at home with my boys. So that was something that obviously I needed to get done, even with the coaching side of things, which I was obviously very much involved in at that point. Passing balls in, serving, I couldn't be as involved as I wanted to be in that. So certainly longer term was something I needed doing. Again, I knew it would keep me out for at least sort of 3-4 months, which would take us to around about this point now if everything went well. But I'll be honest, that was probably a secondary thought at that time. It was just trying to get it rectified and making sure moving forward, I didn't have any issues. So that was done. That was successful. Everything got reattached. They strengthened the groin area. And from that point, it's just been about obviously doing the rehab that it takes to hopefully get back out on the pitch.
The insight you've given there to the physical side of the injury is really good, but from a mental side of things, as a footballer who's been in the game for 2 decades, you've said this is an injury that you've never really suffered for longer than a month. What's the mental side of it been like? It must be really aggravating and you just want to get out there back on the pitch.
Yeah, again, I mean, I think if you know, for example, you've got a really bad knee injury and you're going to be out for 6 months, you focus your mind towards that. There's obviously stages of rehab that you have to go through, but you've got an end goal in sight. And I think for me, not having that has been the biggest difficulty. Again, I've got to certain points where I felt I was improving, felt the procedure had worked, and then to go back again has been very, very frustrating, especially when you're in and around the boys, you're in and around training where you want to be, see a little bit of light, and then it kind of gets snatched away from you. So I think the mental side's been tough. I think, again, in a straightforward, ideal world, you're a player, you do your rehab at the times that you would be normally training. Obviously there's been a lot to juggle this year with the coaching, and obviously once I knew I was going to be out for an extended period, that was the priority, making sure I was supporting Ross, and obviously giving the lads everything they need from a coach's point of view, which meant a lot of times that the rehab side would get put on the back burner. So again, that would maybe mean sessions really early in the morning to get it done, so I could focus on obviously the training hours that we do, or late afternoons, particularly through those winter months where the weather's not great and you've been on your feet all morning doing the coaching stuff, and then you've got to go out and do your running or your strength work in the gym. So it's been a challenge. It's been a bit of a balancing act, but I've given it a good shot, and from my point of view, I'm happy to be back training and hoping to be back involved soon.
There's clearly been sacrifices there, so in terms of having the opportunity to be on the coaching staff, that allows you to still very much be a massive part of this. You're still the captain, of course, so has that really helped in terms of you can't do anything on the pitch, but you've still got that major involvement away from that?
Yeah, for sure. I think that is the biggest difficulty when you are injured. You go from being in the dressing room, being out on the pitch, being with the lads, to just being on the sidelines, literally. Maybe up in the stand, not travelling. And I definitely feel, from my point of view, that's something that's really helped me this year. Being very much part of the coaching setup, travelling to the games. Every time there's a match, I'm involved. So I haven't felt away from the group at all. It's just been about getting that balance again between player and coach, which again, hopefully, I've got enough respect amongst the group, and make sure that there's no cross wires in terms of, if I'm in black, I'm very much a staff member, and if I'm in red, I'm kind of in player mode really. So again, it's one of those things that I've just tried to navigate my way through, and hopefully done okay doing it.
You're touching on the colour scheme, you were in red today, so of course you've been involved with training, and it was a really nice session, and the weather improved, which really helps. Yeah,
it was good. Again, it gives you an appreciation for training and being out there when you've been out as long as this. Just generally when you're injured anywhere, you long to be outside doing what you want to be doing. So I haven't been complaining too much about the weather, because it's just nice to be back out there. But yeah, today was certainly nice that the sun was shining, and it makes you want to get out there that little bit more, I suppose, if I'm being brutally honest. It's been a real wet kind of winter, and especially for us, here, difficult pitch conditions at times, but we've again tried to make the best of it, and lovely to get out there and enjoy the training this morning.
And when you finally do step back out into the field, how do you think you're going to feel? Of course you're a professional, but there must be a little part of it where you just think, oh, finally, yes, I'm so excited, or maybe even nerves. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think there'd be a little mix. I think, certainly a bit of nervousness, which I always have, and I think is healthy for any professional footballer, as long as you handle it in the right way, just to give it that little spike, that little edge. Certainly excitement. Again, it's the thing that's been getting me through, man. There's been times where I did think, especially after the first operation didn't go as well as we really wanted to. This could be me. I might not get back out there, and especially after working so hard to get the club back in the league, and the excitement and everything we were looking forward to at the back end of last year, obviously combined with everything that happened in the summer. You went from one extreme to the other, literally, whether it be from an emotional point of view, and obviously the sadness that everyone did and is still going through regarding Justin, and also from a personal, professional point of view, where I was really looking forward to getting back in the league and playing games, and hopefully being a part of a positive season. So that's certainly something that's driven me on this year, getting back out on that pitch, whether it was going to be for 1 game or 10 games. I was going to get back out there at some point, whether it was the last thing I did as a footballer. So to be back around the lads has been brilliant. Again, it's something I'm really looking forward to, and it'll mean a lot to me, man. I've worked hard to get back to this point.
What superb insight there to Joby McAnuff's injury and recovery. Time for a light-hearted finisher now with Craig Clay and James Dayton, with a little bit of a twist.
I feel sick.
Are we going?
Should we do that intro first?
Little intro. He looks like Wallace and Gromit.
He's sick.
He looks like Wallace out of Wallace and Gromit.
Try then. Lawrence Figaro.
Lawrence Figaro.
Yeah. Thierry Henry.
Thierry Henry.
Samuel Umtiti.
Samuel Umtiti.
Oh, done right.
Arhin Ekahita.
Marvin Ekpatita.
Correct. Michael Ballack.
Michael Ballack.
Yeah. Wood and Nistelrooy.
Wood van Nistelrooy.
Yeah.
You're a lizard, hey?
What?
You're a lizard, hey?
Ah!
okay,
Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Which one?
Which one?
The Philosopher's Stone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Halachas.
Pardon?
This is Sparta.
This is Sparta. Oh no, what's it called?
What? You don't know that one?
Oh,
You got that in the hands?
what'd you say?
You got that in the hands?
6. Oh, what do they call it?
Time out, you can't get it.
That
Time
ain't
out.
gone out.
Next one?
That went a minute.
No, it wasn't. Keep going. One more.
No, there's next one?
No, but I want that one.
Come back to it.
Oh, how have I not got that? No, that's poor.
No, that's the next one. Say hello to my little friend.
Say hello to Arnold Schwartz.
No. No. Say hello to my little friend.
The Mask.
Are you already on here or what? So imagine. Oh, I got this.
Scarface.
Yeah.
Go back if you
Go
want.
back to that one.
This is Sata.
This is really. I'm still thinking of this
I
one.
want to sing the music. Come on.
We've got to give you 10 seconds. 10 seconds.
I can't believe I.
It's a number.
Yeah.
Number. The film is a number.
100.
Close.
200.
Close.
600.
No.
300.
Hey.
1, 2. E.T.
E.T. phone home.
Film.
E.T. Extra yeah. Something like that. E.T.
I'm king of the world. I'm king of the world.
I'm king of the world.
Yeah.
I'm king of the world.
Do you need a clue?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think of DiCaprio films.
Oh, Titanic. Ah.
Alright, so serious. Alright, so serious.
Why so serious?
Uh-huh.
Hangover? Why so serious? Mr. Chow?
Nah.
Why so serious?
I'll give you a clue.
Give me a clue.
Axel.
Axel. What does he like? He likes Batman. Joker.
Oh, you just said it, you know.
Batman. Oh, Batman.
Do you know which one?
Go here. Go here.
Number 1. Number 1. Dark Knight.
Yes.
Get it. When the sun shines together, told you I'll be here. Said I'd always see your hand. Talking about how to stick it out to the end.
Rihanna.
Now that it's faded from the heart.
Umbrella, Ella,
I know how you are.
I got that, no?
Yeah. His hands are steady, knees deep, arms are heavy. Design on his sweater already, arms spaghetti.
Oh, you're well good at this.
Nerves on the surface, he looks calm and ready to drop lines that he keeps on forgetting. But he wrote down the whole curve and goes so loud. He opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's choking, how everybody's joking now. The clock runs out, time's over, wow.
Again, one more time.
Come on.
Eminem.
Yeah,
What's the song?
you read that? Let it go. You only get one shot.
One shot.
No, oh my god. You're not, if you hurt from her. You better.
Lose yourself. Eminem.
Yeah. Alright, that's one.
Ah.
You are
My
fire, the one desire. Believe when I say I want it that way.
Backstreet Boys.
Yeah. Tell me I
Tell me
ain't
what?
nothing to hide. Tell me why ain't nothing stay. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say.
I want it that way.
Yay!
Ariana, get playing with your friends. What are you saying? Said there's another like it. I heard like I got a hard Tune.
Sing it again.
No, I did it here. Like, hey, no.
Like baby. Beebs. Just did Bieber.
Yeah.
Oh, what a tune.
Is it cool?
That was like baby.
Next one.
Yep, next one.
Get that away. You Drake.
One dance.
Yes.
Yes.
Alright, you get this one.
You don't reckon I will? Okay. It's a golden oldie. Anytime? Anytime now.
Right there.
Oh, too easy.
Oh no, I lost the tune.
Say the words, I'll get it.
But I had you to myself. I want you around. Don't really hate you always. You stand out in the crowd. I saw a picture on the art. I'm glad you're take. Now it's just too late to take a look.
Oh, baby, give me one more chance.
To show you.
That's it. Is it Jackson 5 or is it just... Is it Jackson 5?
I don't know. You tell me.
Yeah, Jackson 5.
Yeah.
Shoot. What's the title?
One
more chance?
Nah. Nah, it's not.
Oh no.
I got here anyway.
It's to level it as well.
This is the level you need him to get this, Stitch. You need him to get it.
I need him to get it.
Yeah, you're getting a point.
Oh, you got...
I don't know it. I don't know it.
I got it. I really give you a chance. Back in your heart. Oh, darling, I was glad to let you go. Let you go, baby. But now, since I see you in his hands, I want you back.
I want you back.
Oh!
I want you back, yes.
Yeah.
Is that a tie?
That is a tie at 9-9.
So tiebreaker.
Tiebreaker.
I had that one in mind. I just want you back for good. I want you back.
I want you back.
Take that.
Want you back for good.
Say it.
Yeah, that's quite easy.
Yes, buzz it.
We're never going to get a winner.
Yeah.
Hard to go, all I hear is sad and sorry. When I say I don't hear it, when it's going hard, it's going when I let her answer, I have to just see. I would go out tonight. I haven't got a stitch to wear. This house is crazy. That's so hard she can. Oh! I got to hunt you who never knew his face.
I can't understand what he's saying.
He knows all about these things. He knows
5 seconds.
so much about these things.
Time has gone.
I win.
You've won.
Yes,
Time's gone.
that's what you get for picking
Do you not know what that is?
Yeah, but I just didn't know the title of it. Yeah. That was a good one. Thanks, fellas.
Thanks.
Thanks.
You.
Thanks.
Thanks, lads. And thank you to everyone who's appeared on this week's edition of The O Show. We hope you've enjoyed the return and we hope that you'll be back next week. Up the O's.